What's it been like for you, getting here, getting settled in, and getting ready for spring football to start?
Oh, it's been great, man. I've had the right people around me. I've had the best resources that that could possibly be offered. Coming from the strength coaches to the coaches, to the nutritionists, everything. I just gained like 20 pounds coming here, the best 20 pounds I ever put on. And so again, having the right resources around me, that's all it's been for real. So yeah, it's been a blessing.
Talked a little bit about it at signing day, but expectations, they're always going to come with you coming in as a five-star. How do you handle the expectations here, especially early as a freshman?
The expectation for me, I don't really believe in expectations. I believe in no expectations, just going in there working. I didn't really come in thinking I'm guaranteed a spot. I came in here like I'm gonna do what's best for me here and just develop. So that's been my goal coming in. That's still my goal now.
What's your weight right now, obviously, and then Coach Biedenbow, the recruiter, Coach Biedenbow, the coach. Can you talk about the differences there a little bit, and just what have you learned from him so far?
Right now I'm wearing 302. I came in at like 278. So when I said like they've put on some good pounds on me, it's been amazing. I feel like I'm still 270. And with Coach B, man, better than expected is what I'll say, man. Coming in throughout the whole recruiting, I chose him because I saw him as the best coach fit for me. And coming in, it's even better than what I anticipated. He's been there for me when it comes to my footwork, when it comes to my strikes, everything. He's just gotten me better, man. And that's what I can say about him, especially coming to the knowledge of the game. I came in, my whole knowledge of football has changed coming in here, man, for the better, man. And I got to give credit to my teammates and my coaches for that.
You guys haven't gotten on the field yet to practice, but have you learned anything from your teammates, the older guys who've been around? And Coach told us today some of them have been injured, so can't participate, but just, interactions with the guys that are already here, the older guys.
So what's the question?
What can you say that you've learned from those older guys that are already here?
A lot of great things, man. Coming with us, what brotherhood really means, what true competition means, what it means to have grit. Grit was a word I didn't know that existed, but now I know what you have to have grit to play in the sport. And, that, again, knowledge, and, they show that is really important, and you got to be smart in this game. That was another thing I didn't know coming to college. You got to have the wisdom of the game, got to know the game. And that's really what I picked up for them, man. Again, that competitive mindset, that competitive spirit, just to be the best, and that's what they're instilling in me.
How much does it help having Sean here?
Sean, that's my guy, that's my roommate, that's my brother, man. And, seeing him here is just another blessing, added to what God has put here. And, we're here, we're working, and nothing's stopping us from doing what we got to do.
What's been the biggest challenge for you? Obviously, I guess just maybe the workouts, maybe mat drills, coaching stations. Like, what's been hardest for you so far?
Oh.
Just transition-wise.
Yeah. Coming in, my hardest part was, I guess, the knowledge of the game. But again, that's where I've seen myself just get so much better at that. And again, giving all the thanks to my coaches and my teammates for that again. And that's probably where my issue was started with at first. But compared to now, is just I'm learning more and I'm getting better every single day.
The physicality is just you feel like you've adapted pretty well to that.
Yeah, I have. Yes, sir.
Is there a certain amount of anxiousness or nervousness that comes with going into the first practice tomorrow to actually get onto the field?
Oh, of course. But at the same time, with the way I've been raised, with my mindset, I know that nervousness is nothing but excitement. You gotta turn that into something that, this is gonna be fun. So that's what it's always been. That's what it's gonna keep being.
You said 302 is your weight. What do you want? What do you want to get at?
Probably 315. 315 to 320. I see myself at that. I see myself at a good weight with that. It's gonna be different coming back home, and what my parents gonna see, but they're gonna see a big man. That's what they're gonna get.
What's it been like just getting to know Jacob Sexton, Troy Everett? Those were guys that were kind of leaders in that unit a year ago.
Exactly. That's what I was just gonna say, leaders, and that's exactly what they've been to me and the other freshmen. Jacob has helped me incredibly a lot with my technique. Hand placement, striking, everything, just the coolest with the game. I see him, I call him a slasher. He doesn't know that, but that's what I see him as. I see him as a slasher. I don't really know what it means, but slasher.
Sure.
Yeah. Again, and Troy too. Coming back to the knowledge of the game, Troy has been really great with that for me. He's helped me in every single aspect I need. Same as my other teammates, like Z or like Heath Ozita, Jake Taylor, Josh Isosa, Eddie Pierre Louis. It's my guy, man. My brothers, man. So again, that's just providing more connection between all of us.
Eddie got in a little bit at the end of last year. Just playing as a freshman, what would need to happen for you to play as a freshman? Is it more focused on technique more so than athletic ability? Obviously, you have that.
I think it's everything, man. And that was my mindset coming in. I have to get better at everything. And I've been getting better at every single thing since I've come in here. And I know that's what it's going to take to play as a freshman. You have to be good at everything. And even if you're not perfect, but just go out there and do your job, man.
You excited to start working against R. Mason Thomas and Danny Okoye, guys off the edge, and get out there?
They're one of the reasons I came here. You feel me? So, hey, I'm very excited for that. You know, speed rushes, power rushes. You know, they got everything. They got every single thing you need from what an edge rusher is gonna be like. You know, even going into the league. So, again, it's perfect. Everything's where it needs to be.
What has it been like coming in with this freshman class that everyone's very excited about with yourself? Obviously, I mentioned Sean, but Ryan, Owen, Darius, all you guys. What's it like coming in as a group?
Coming in, man, just looking around, doing the workouts, doing everything together, man. I look at my guys, and I see them as my brothers, you know. And so I've only known them for, 2 months this tight, you know. And, yeah, maybe it is because of football, but at the same time, I really connect with these guys. I see them as nothing as a family. But at the same time, I see them nothing as they're dogs. Feel me? That's another thing I've seen them as. Every single one of them, they're grinding. You know, they mess up with anything, they're going on to the next thing, attacking it. And that's what it's been.
What's there? It's been like here first couple months on campus.
It's been amazing, you know. Norman is a great town, you know. I love it here, you know. The weather has been a little rough lately, but I love it here, you know. Not from Houston, so I'm not too used to the cold. Yeah.
As far as just getting out there tomorrow, is there a certain level of anxiousness, nervousness that comes with, okay, like, shit, tomorrow's the day that we're going out to the practice field?
And some sorts of like, if you want to think about it, yeah, it's the first practice of my freshman year, but I try my best to relax myself, calm down. I do yoga in the morning, so I just like to calm down, take a deep breath, and just focus on what I need to execute today.
What's your expectation level? There's obviously, with you and Mike and a bunch of you guys coming in for the O-line class, there's high expectations. I think you guys were maybe the best class that Bill's brought in. How do you take that going into practice and into the spring? Is it kind of a badge of honor that you guys do have the high expectations?
To me, not really. I just like to stay humble and just focus on what I need to do, focus on my technique, everything I need to do to be able to win the day.
What has it been like getting to be around Coach B every day? And how excited for the spring? Obviously, getting to work with him really hands-on for the first time.
Yeah, Coach B is great. You know, I'm glad I'd be able to call my O-line coach. Like, he's the example of like what we need to have at Oklahoma. He makes sure we set the standard every day, and yeah, his mindset is incredible.
It's been like getting to know some of the guys within the unit. Obviously, there's a lot of leadership that's returning from last year's team, but Troy Everett and Eddie Pierre Louis, Jacob Sexton, have they kind of taken you under their wing a little bit? Heath Ozita's probably the same mix. I don't know how you guys hang out, but it sounds like they were really close a year ago.
I say Troy Everett has really taken me under his wing. You know, he showed me a little bit what it's like to be at Oklahoma. You know, he give me some tips. And then, you know, Jacob Sexton, all those returning guys, they've been doing a great job of leading me and helping me.
Is it as much just getting technique down to be able to make an impact early, do you think? Or, I mean, physically, you're probably going to be where they want you, or are you where you want to be?
I mean, at first, to me, I think it's just like your mindset and like knowing the plays, and then your technique and mindset, like knowing the plays. The physicality comes like after all that, because that's what they recruited me based off my physicality. So.
What are kind of your expectations or excitement to get to work with Coach Arbuckle more too over the spring, but obviously going into next season as well? What kind of excites you about his offense?
I mean, Coach Arbuckle, you know, he's a really good coach. You know, he has that like thriller mindset. Like, he wants to attack everything he sees. He likes competition so much. He loves it. And yeah, like Coach Arbuckle, I can't wait to work with his offense. It's gonna be amazing.
what about the other end of the spectrum, going against the defense? Obviously, the defense this past year was great. Expectations it will be again. How excited are you to get to really match up with these guys? Also in the defensive line, but just in general on the defensive side.
Yeah, I'm excited to go against these guys. You know, we had a pretty good defense last year, so I'm excited to go against these guys. You know, because iron sharpens iron. So if I go against some good iron, I'm going to sharpen up. So yes, sir.
How much did you come across David Stone? Did you guys ever go against each other at Under Armour camps or anything growing up?
No, sir.
No. You excited to have that chance to go against some of those guys and maybe more so on the interior?
Yes, sir. Can't wait to show off what I have to prove. And it's gonna be good.
Where are you just from a weight standpoint? I know Mike said that he gained like 20 pounds since arriving. Do you want to gain more weight before the end of spring and going into the summer and obviously the next season?
No, I think I'm good where I am right now. Sure. But it all depends like where the coaches want me.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
Definitely. What have you thought about John Mateer? He's new to everybody around here. What have your interactions been with him?
John's a great guy. Like he's straightforward. Like he's just a pure joy. Like his locker right next to mine. He's always smiling, laughing. He's a great chill guy.
What about these other offensive freshmen coming in with you outside the offensive line? Obviously, people are very excited about Elijah and Jett, quarterbacks. What are some of the other things that have stood out to you getting to know those guys more?
First, I want to say Cortland Gabler. I played him in high school. Me and him have always been like tight like that. I did kind of beat him in high school, so I like to bring up, but me and him are pretty good. And Elijah Thomas, me and him, we've always I've known him since last April. So I've known a lot of just commits for a long time. Owen Hollenbeck, I've known him for a long time. Darius, I've known everybody.
That's cool.
Appreciate it, man.
And it's definitely been a good experience. I would say the first couple of weeks, learning these guys, learning the upperclassmen, and just building that bond. I feel like it's been really good for my development. And, having the older guys help me throughout the weight room and just the classroom and how to move in this environment has definitely been a good experience.
What are your expectations for yourself going into this season?
I would say just to develop as much as possible and hopefully try to make that starting lineup. I definitely know that I got a lot of guys in front of me right now that have built their way up to where they're at right now, and I want to learn as much as I can from those guys to be able to put myself in the best position for myself.
Who are some of the players in your position group that have really taken you under their wing and shown you the way?
I would say Devon Jordan, Jacoby Johnson, and Gentry Williams are definitely the guys that I feel like have helped me the most. Dede's in my weight group for weightlifting, so he definitely helps me the most because we're both trying to gain weight and we're both pushing each other every day in the weight room. So I feel like whenever you have that kind of bond and whenever you're working, you're definitely going to have that kind of bond on the field as well.
When you come out of high school, big fish, small pond. Now it's different. You're a small fish in a big pond. What's it like going to a campus where people ask, what's your name? What do you do? Where are you from? What's that like, making that transition?
I feel like it's definitely a different experience, because I'm used to, going to Carl Albert and we're the guys up there, Meet your name, Marcus. But, I definitely feel like it's a good thing, being able to start out from the humble and then build your way up. I definitely like that experience because I feel like I haven't made it up here yet, you know what I'm saying? So I want to be able to build myself up to that level and then hopefully, get to that level and be able to enjoy what that's like. But I definitely enjoy the grind and enjoy the process as well.
My last question, you're close to home.
Yes, sir.
But how much do you still depend on that family support, being a college athlete, being a college freshman? Yeah. Good days, bad days, you still got a big, strong support back home.
Yeah, for sure. I've definitely been home a couple times too while I've been here, on the breaks, on the weekends, just go down to see my family. And they definitely help a lot, and that's definitely played a factor in why I came down here to OU to be able to, commute with my family and be able to talk to them on the weekends and just have that support so close to me.
Appreciate it.
We talked a few months ago just about you wanting to work on your technique and things like that. What kind of going into that process? What have you been really working on there to build that up?
Coach Vlad and Coach Brew have definitely been having us do different drills to be able to work on our feet, eyes, everything that goes into technique. So the first couple of weeks, I definitely feel like I've improved a lot from where I was, and I just want to keep building onto that going forward.
Mm-hmm. And the weight room was something else you had mentioned as well. How's that been going with you, living with Coach Smitty and things like that?
Coach Smitty is definitely he's as advertised. It's been crazy so far, but I feel like I've definitely adjusted. The first couple of weeks were a little hectic, but getting into schedule and having older guys pick me up, I feel like I've definitely gotten to a level where I need to be able to work, at that level that they're working at. So I definitely feel like I've adjusted, and those older guys got me to that level.
Well, you came in at a certain weight. Did you tell everybody what that weight was and where you were now?
I came in at 171, I believe, and I'm 175 now.
So doing 4 pounds.
Yes, sir.
What's your goal at this point?
They have like weights by the week. So my goal weight right now is 180. So we're trying to get me up to that level. So I take certain things. I have certain meals set up for me to be able to get to that weight at a certain point. So I'm definitely working in the weight room to try to get to that and eating the stuff that I need to eat to be able to get onto the field early as possible.
Going into that meal plan, I mean, are you tired of eating yet, man? Because I know that's what some people say.
Yeah, they definitely have me eating a lot. So, but I'm not tired of eating. I'll do whatever it takes to get on the football field. So.
Yeah.
As far as like the toughest transition for you, and I know you've been probably asked this already, has it been the mental aspect, the playbook, running BB's defense, or has it been kind of the physical part with the mat drills and the coaching stations and the weights with Coach Smithy? Like, what in your mind has been the toughest for you personally?
I would say for me personally, it was probably a little bit of mental stuff early on. I feel like I've definitely learned the playbook a lot more than I knew it the first couple of weeks. So I've definitely adjusted in that way. But the physical stuff, I feel like it's been going pretty well. The weight room and stuff like that. I definitely feel like I got that down. The technique stuff is definitely. I feel like that could be a little bit better as well. So I feel like those are things that I feel like I've struggled with.
Get on the field, that's a big expectation.
As a starter or just anywhere?
Anywhere.
Just get on the field.
Yes, sir.
And tell me too, just what's it like being an Oklahoma kid, getting to come here? And now I know you haven't played in a game yet, but what's it been like? Kind of seeing that dream come to fruition.
It's amazing. It's a dream come true. Sometimes I just can't believe I'm here.
Yeah. What's it been like working with John Mateer and some of the quarterbacks?
It's been unbelievable too.
Yeah.
Best quarterback in college football. You can't get better than that.
John Mateer?
Yes, sir.
What makes him so good?
He puts it right on the money every time. He's precise and he don't joke around. He takes it serious.
Yeah. What
This
about
is they expect us to do.
Yeah. What about Michael Hawkins? What have you learned from him and working with him?
Same with him. We take everything serious. It's just that competitive nature. Compete.
Yeah. Tell me about your personality a little bit. Like, what are you like off the field?
I'm a little goofy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You seem kind of quiet. Yeah. You can get loud though when you're with your friends and stuff.
Yeah.
What are you studying?
Business.
Business? What kind of business?
I
don't know. What classes are you in right now?
Gateway to Humanities, Introduction to Sociology and Nutrition.
What's been the toughest part of college life?
Staying on top of your work.
Staying on top.
Yeah.
With you being one of the better athletes in the class, I mean, what are you really working on in your freshman season pretty much? What are you really trying to get better at here?
Body control, route discipline, it's things that you need in football.
Yeah. So you really been working on balance and things like that as well? Like, does that go all into it?
Yeah.
What about the physicality aspect of it? Is that something that you don't know what it's going to be until you actually, get into practice and games and such?
When you're in the weight room, it transfers to the field, so you got to take the weight room serious.
Okay. What corners have you gone up against so far? Have you gone up against any guys?
I haven't went up against any.
Just on air?
Actual reps, yeah.
Appreciate it, man. Best of luck to you.
Appreciate it.
I mean, coming from Chicago, I mean, what does it mean to you to be at a program like Oklahoma, coming from a small town school like that?
It means a lot. Not very many people do it from where I'm from. It's truly a blessing from God. He really blessed me.
What was it like for you having to miss out on some of those sports in your senior year? Because you played a lot of different sports, so didn't get to really finish all those your senior year. Was it?
I had to make a sacrifice for the better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We both played on 7-on-7 team, 940 Elite, and Peyton did too. So we all have just been in the same group and circle since sophomore year of high school.
What's your take on the new spring game format? Combine.
Oh, the Crimson Combine? Yeah. It definitely would have been cool for me to just show my talent during the spring game, but so I think it's fine too. The Crimson Combine, I don't think it's bad or anything. I pretty much like it.
What's going on, man? Good to meet you. Sorry for making you repeat yourself. What's it been like so far? Getting to be here in the winter, high study.
Yeah. Well, first getting here in during bowl week and preparing for that, it gave me just a little insight of what it would be like just day to day during in season, and I feel like that kind of prepared me because those were the first few practices that I got against college athletes. So yeah.
Obvious question, but how much does it help having your brother here and getting to see him go through a freshman season and now getting to be with him throughout this?
Yeah. Well, while he was going through it, it's not like I was just being there and just like not focusing on what he's doing wrong or right, but just taking that in and putting it to myself.
So, some expectations for the spring and a chance to get to work with Coach Rely on a more day-to-day on the field.
Valai, he's definitely one of the best DB coaches in the country. So just the past months I've been here, I've learned a bunch. So yeah, it's gonna keep building for sure.
When you see what like Eli was able to do last year as a true freshman, does that kind of excite you for the possibility to maybe get on the field right away and make an immediate impact?
Yeah, definitely. Like I said earlier, there's plenty of chances for freshmen here. It's not age-based. If you're older, you're gonna play automatically. It's whoever's doing the best and understands what they're doing, they're gonna play.
What's it been like kind of getting to be in that room with Eli and Jacoby and obviously Gentry and all those guys? What's it kind of been like getting to know them? Work with them?
Just learning a lot. I feel like Gentry, his mind, like he knows almost everything, and Jacoby being like one of the best athletes on our team, and then Eli, the younger guy, but he also knows a lot too. That's just it's helped a lot.
Maliek, I know when you committed, it was kind of cool to envision the family affair, right? Dad played here, your brother's here. Now that you're actually here, as opposed to just being committed, I know obviously your brother's around, your dad's been up quite a bit. What's it like to just kind of have OU sewed into the DNA of your guys' relationship in a sense?
It makes me feel like I'm at a home away from home. It is not like just I'm at college. It feels like I'm pretty much comfortable here. Yeah.
What's been the toughest thing, and what's been the easiest thing? Is there anything that's like surprised you with how easy it's been transitioning versus what's been the biggest struggle?
Yeah. Well, I don't think anything here has been easy, but like you can make it easy by like how you approach it, like with your mindset. But just it goes up and down both ways. So yeah, I wouldn't say there's like one super hard thing or one super easy thing. So.
What in particular have you tried to absorb from some of the older, more experienced guys in that group?
Every mistake is my mistake. So if they're busted a coverage, how they did that, I know for a fact I'm not going to be doing that. Yeah.
So you're going to need to improve on or show to the coaching staff to come in and contribute as a freshman?
I think I need to improve on all parts of my game. I think my game, needs like a lot of improvement, like in each way, really.
Technique, the biggest thing, maybe.
Yes, sir. Yes.
You came in fairly highly touted, obviously top 100 player in the country. Jaden Jackson, obviously, he was touted, but not as highly touted as you. Came in as a kind of a shock to a lot of people. But David Stone was kind of like you, very highly touted. Has he kind of talked to you about just the expectation for being that guy in the class?
Yeah. With David Stone, me and him have a great relationship. He's also done a great job last year, and he definitely taught me the same thing that everyone else has taught me. What Coach Venables like, what Coach Bates like, and just again like stressing the small details really.
You already talked about it, but just I guess being the one D tackle signed in the class, just I guess not putting too much pressure on yourself to come in and be I'm the one guy I got to make an impact right away. How do you kind of avoid that, I guess?
I kind of just take it on, really. I mean, I like having the pressure on me to dominate and to just come in and be ready to play. Really, I don't see it as a pressure, but I see it as an advantage, and I see it as an opportunity for me to show the coaching staff and the world that like who I really am, really.
When you look at what Coach Bates has done, how many guys he's put in the NFL and all that good stuff, how excited are you just to get to work with him?
Yeah, I'm very excited. That was one of the things why I chose to come to OU, because of the great coaching staff and the resume that they each have individually. And I think that with what he's done in the past, that I also think that he can do it for me as well.
What about the relationship with Brent, obviously, too?
Yeah, with Coach Brent. He's been the same person since the recruiting process, and he's very motivating. He motivated me a lot, and he taught me a lot as well. How to be a man, how to be a man on the football field, off the field, like just every aspect of life.
The adjustment period coming from Pennsylvania been like?
Say it again.
What's the adjustment? Has there been an adjustment period? Just getting used to Norman, getting used to Oklahoma?
Yeah.
just life in general?
Not really. Like I said, like the coaching staff and the players, they've helped me to adjust pretty quickly. Not anything, not anything bad or anything, but I've been able to pretty much adjust quickly. I love it here, and yeah. Pretty much, yeah.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, of course.
So just run me through, man, the decision to come to Oklahoma, things like that. Run me through what changed your mind there.
Yeah, as people know that I 2 days before I was committed to Oklahoma State, and Coach Venables, I got a random call. It was about 8 o'clock at night, and I got the call from Coach Venables, and I was surprised, super shocked. I definitely wasn't expecting it 2 days before, and I definitely think it was a blessing in disguise. I definitely do think it was God's plan to put me here. So when he called me, and I heard that Arbuckle got the job as well, because me and Arbuckle had a previous relationship, and I just think that everything was falling into place, and I just definitely think that that was what helped me flip my commitment to Oklahoma, and it's all God's plan for me.
What'd you really like about Oklahoma when you're hearing it from Coach Venables? I don't know if you studied a lot of the past. What did you hear about Oklahoma that you really liked when to make that decision?
Just the amount of quarterbacks that they've produced, and Kyler Murray, Baker Mayfield, Sam Bradford, some of the few earlier ones. But I definitely do think that they've made this Oklahoma Sooners a big impact on the Oklahoma Sooners, and they definitely have led the way for quarterbacks upcoming, and I definitely do think that the quarterback history for this school helped me a lot, and I do think that I could be the next up.
For a lot of fans that don't really know about your game and things like that, what do you kind of bring to this team?
Yeah. I'm a pocket passer. I love sitting in the pocket delivering darts, and that's kind of my forte. And when I need to get the first down, I'll go get it. People haven't really seen me as a runner, but I feel like when I get the chance to run, I'll go pick up the first down, go get a touchdown, and I definitely do think that I'm an assassin on the field. But at the end of the day, it's just my teammates. They make me the man who I am, and I can't really do anything without them.
Whirlwind week. What was that like between the decommitment, between picking OU to not knowing who the offensive coordinator might be for OU? Just what was the season like?
Yeah, it was definitely crazy. We just got done with our season, and I was kind of getting ready for Oklahoma State. But the day that Coach Venables called me, it just caught me off guard, caught me by surprise, and he definitely painted a picture in my head to where he thinks that I could be in this college. And I definitely think that I do believe him, and he painted the picture for me, and I believed it, and I'm here now.
Ben Arbuckle gets hired. Did you know anything about him going into it?
No, I actually didn't. On Twitter, I actually found out I think it was Oklahoma and some other college. I can't remember, but I actually didn't know at the time. And then as soon as they got the hire, I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. And then everything else started falling into place. And I just think that.
You mentioned Arbuckle recruited you a little bit when he was at Washington State.
Yeah,
what's your relationship been like with him, just from that process to now?
Yeah, so actually I had a strong relationship before I committed. We talked a lot, and it definitely was. It was a good relationship. I felt like that we had connected very well, and from him moving here, he mentioned that I was one of the first names that he mentioned. So that was a plus for me, and good compliment for me, and I definitely hope to keep that relationship going and moving forward.
Initial impressions of John Latier, and what have you learned about him?
Just to be a team leader. He's really good vocal leader. He makes sure that everyone's welcomed, and he's just been a great guy, and he's been a great mentor. He knows the offense, and he's been teaching everyone, so I think that's been a good thing for him to learn as well, because I'm sure that everyone else at Washington State, they already knew the offense and stuff, and for him coming over here and teaching, and I'm hoping to learn from him, and definitely take some of his game and apply it to my game as well.
How much is that helping his knowledge of this offense? You don't just talk to Ben, you don't just talk to John.
Yeah, definitely. His knowledge has helped me a lot. He's definitely done a lot for me, and I'll always ask him questions, stay in his ear, and I think he's been a great mentor towards me, and I just think he's a great mentor towards everyone, and he's really a good leader on and off the field.
Everybody in the locker room, like I said, is a brotherhood, so we all just take each other in. We have a big brother, little brother system that we we have the older guys taking the younger guys, kind of showing the way. So I think that's been very beneficial, and I appreciate the coaches and the system for doing this.
That's all I got for you. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Hey, no practices start till tomorrow, but what's it been like so far coming in, winter workouts, all that stuff?
It's been a grind. Since I got here, it's been a grind. Coaches pushing me, making me better, learning the playbook, studying, going to school, all that stuff. It's a lot mentally, but it's been going pretty good.
It's been the biggest challenge. It's kind of been the most helpful, getting you acclimated and moving you along.
Yeah, I would say the biggest challenge is kind of before the older guys helped me, it was like having a routine for your body. But it's older guys in there who played a lot of football who know what the routine looks like. So I just been asking them as many questions as I have, and they have no problem answering them. So I appreciate those guys for putting me on a schedule to where it's like you do this in the morning, for your body, you got to make sure your body's straight. If your body's not straight, you're not going to go.
What you classify, or how would you describe your skill set as far as what you bring to the table and what kind of weapon you can be?
Yeah, I think that anytime I step on the field, anytime I touch the ball, I have the opportunity to go score. So I feel like my explosiveness and speed and elusiveness and just the feel for the game is what's special about my game.
A lot of people talk about your speed. I mean, what are some of the things you want to work on for your freshman season, like develop and things like that, outside of your speed pretty much being a thing for you?
Yeah, it's a lot of things that I'm working on right now. For one, I would probably say my ability to catch the ball out the backfield. Obviously, pass pro, that's a big jump from high school to college. Knowing the game better, knowing who I got, pass pro, knowing who to read on my run. So just really breaking the game down and slowing it down for myself.
When did you kind of like decide that's the blueprint for you coming in? Like, was that pretty early on that you knew like these are things I need to work on? This is what's going to make me a really elite guy at the next college level?
I think sitting through the meetings, listening to the terminology they use, listening to all the things that they talk about outside of your skill, like your mind. Boom, you got to know what to do as soon as before the ball snap. You line up, you look, you got to know what to do. So I got to slow the game down for myself to make myself play loosely and comfortable.
Coach Venables earlier talked about Javonte going to miss some time this spring. What kind of opportunities does that present for you going through as far as more opportunities on the practice, all that kind of stuff?
I'm just thinking of it as, just any opportunity is good for me to go prove myself and what I have to do. But I also want to give praise to Javonte because he's hurt and everything, but he's been teaching me the way, and he's been a good big brother to me. So I appreciate it.
Appreciate you, man.
For sure.
It's a slow process, but I'm saying I'm getting comfortable, doing a lot of learning right now. But I'm enjoying it so far, bonding with my teammates and my coaches, and I'm getting along with everybody. But other than that, I'm enjoying it so far.
What's it been like working with Joe John Finley and just that tight end room in general?
It's a lot of learning. He's a tough coach. He's gonna make sure I do everything right, even the little things. But other than that, he's a great coach. He's a great person as well, and he's making sure that all the tight ends are good.
What about Ben Arbuckle on this offense? What can you tell us? I know you haven't gotten to the full install yet, but what's it look like so far?
He has high expectations for us, and he makes that known every meeting. So I'm excited. I know he has great expectations, like I said, and he's going to do the right thing for OU.
I know tight end's a position that he uses, but he also does H-back. Have you done any H-back stuff, and is that something that you feel comfortable doing?
Yeah, we've worked on a little bit of it, but yeah, I'm excited. I'm really ready to do whatever I got to do. What I'm saying? I just want to get on the field.
Yeah. For you being a freshman, just what are your expectations for this year? What are your goals that you want to accomplish in your first year?
I just want to learn as much as I can, so it sets myself up for my next couple of years.
Yeah. And what about this spring? What are you most looking forward to this spring in terms of maybe proving yourself or just kind of learning how things go?
I would say, like I said before, just keep learning. And then get bigger and stronger and move up the depth chart, see that field during the season.
Thanks, Trent. I appreciate it, man.
Has there been anybody you've really been focusing on, teaching you things and things like that? Somebody you they just been in your ear about things, trying to figure out how this all works out for you. Is there anybody like that for you?
All my tight ends, but as far as me looking up somebody, probably Caden, because he's been here a little bit longer. So Caden, and then I've been talking to Coach Finley, and we call him Fish. I've been talking to him a lot too, just learn as much as I can from them, the ones that have been here.
Did you talk to Caden a lot in the recruiting process, things like that? Was he talking to you then, or did that kind of change
Not at
once
all.
you got here?
Just when I got here, I just connected with all the tight ends, and they've been helping me out since I'm the young guy.
Have y'all been bonding over video games, things like that? You been playing 2K and all that?
Games.
Oh, okay.
I haven't been on the game, but they play the video games. We all got a group chat, and they talk in there all the time. I've hung out with them a few times, but yeah.
What are some things you like really want to learn in this your freshman season? What are some things you really want to grow as in terms of what you can get better at in your game?
I would say just technique and just knowing what to do at all times from every position and doing it to the best of my ability.
How's it learning the playbook? How's that going for you so far?
It's smooth. As long as you stay on top of it, it's all right.
But just let me know, just how's it going for you so far? Just getting in the process of being in Oklahoma, getting used to that college life. How's it been so far for you?
So far I've been good, just adjusting to this college life. The first week, the first 2 weeks, it was kind of hard, like adjusting, come from high school. But now it's starting to cool down. I'm starting to get in the groove of it. And I like it.
What's the relationship been like with you between you and Coach Brendan Hall and him getting to recruit you and come down here and things like that? What's it been like for you since then?
Since ninth grade, we always been in touch, and we always had the bond, and we connected quick. He been recruiting me since ninth grade, so they played a big part while I came here. And ever since I've been down here, he make sure I'm doing what I got to do, stay on top of my grade, academic and stuff like that. So I feel like it's gonna be great.
For the fans that don't really know much about your game, and what are you going to bring to the field, man? Like, what's your attributes that you really are strong at?
I'm gonna bring the energy. Attack my ball skill, attacking the ball, go out on receivers fast, all that. My off-man skills, freshman skills, everything. Come down and hit. Just trying to make a name for myself. Come out here and show what I can do.
Has anybody been in your ear a lot, trying to help you out, like Robert Spears Jennings, guys like that in the safety room?
Yeah. The whole safety room. They make sure we're on our PSQ, we know what we're doing, so we won't have to feel left out or in the blind, something like that. RJ, Hardy, Payne Vaughn, everybody, they're taking on their wings.
What's it like coming into a room like that where you got guys that are pretty established in college and things like that? What's it like going into a room like that where you can trust what they say because it's the right thing at the right time?
It's great, because they've been in this defense like more than me, so they know what they're doing and they know the calls, they know everything they're doing, so they gonna give us the answers to what we need to be doing, give us the answer to the equation, so we can be on it and learn the playbook quick. But it's on us too, the outside of here. It's study on our own too.
What's been your favorite part, just overall, just getting into the system and things like that? What's been your favorite part about college and stuff like that?
Hey, everybody come together and be a brotherhood. Everybody, they make sure you're doing what you're supposed to be doing at all times. I know every college they don't got it like that, but here it's everybody close. They gonna make sure you own it. They ain't gonna let you fall off or nothing like that. They gonna make sure you're right.
I think our short-term goal right now is just to continue to grow every day, like I've mentioned many times. But all the people here, they got one common goal, and that's to dominate. That's not just to win games, dominate games. Our end goal is SEC championship playoffs. We have to have short goals in time of that. Short goals just taking a step better, maximizing each day. Coach Smitty's big on that, just maximizing each day. Been doing it for 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks now, so we need to keep cranking it up.
What's it like for you getting into the system and things like that here at Oklahoma after what you did in college, in high school with all the things you did there?
It's been great. I had pretty good habits in high school, and I think that's helped me carry over again. Big part of that with my family that has done such a great job developing me. And then getting here, Coach Chavis and Coach Bass, Coach Venables, and all the defensive staff, Coach Trent, the defensive end coach, they've all done a great job. Just helping me continue to grow on and off the field.
How's a program like Wagner help you kind of get used to this at Oklahoma?
Coach Condick, he's my head coach all 4 years of high school, and again, he's a great coach too. And we got to win ball games, right? You don't practice to play, you practice to win, you practice to dominate games, and I love that. It's more than that here, right? We want to step on people, we want to put them out there, we want to put them in their misery, right? So here it's what it is here, and I love it. I love every second of it here.
What have you absorbed from some of the older guys so far?
Yeah, older guys, you can tell that the older guys have been through a lot this past seasons, and that they want what everyone wants. They want what the fans want, more than the fans. And they want to dominate games. They want to go win the national championship.